Hi everyone, I'm Ronan Unchained, here to do the Mandalorian and Grogu theory video, or a video that hones in on a character, a new character that I want to see and learn more about and see if you're interested as well. So I can't be the only nerd who's also a huge Star Wars fan that is still freaking out over that Sigourney Weaver is in Star Wars, right?
Jesus H. Christ.
I know there's been some mixed thoughts on the trailer. I get it. I heard all of it. I get it. Some ballad stuff, some stuff I feel is like an overreach. To me, I took it as a teaser, but Sigourney Weaver is in Star Wars.
Oh my God.
Let's just let that sink in for a bit.
Jesus.
That already is, like, for me, is worth price of admission for this film. But I want to see and learn more about her, and I want to put out these thoughts. We know that she is a colonel in the New Republic. I believe her name is Colonel Ward. Right now, she's in charge in protecting the Outer Rim, or at least a portion of the Outer Rim, and protecting and keeping it safe. And that she's the one who gives the mission to Din and Grogu to go on their adventure in this film. And we also know that she came up in the Rebellion as she's a pilot. And there's just those few sentences just got me going, what else of her can we know and discover either in the movie, in a book, or in a comic book series? If there's an audio book out there, I hope Sigourney Weaver's there to voice it. But I have questions. How long has she been in the Rebellion and now New Republic? When did she enlist, or was she a volunteer, or did she get recruited? Who does she know? Is she on her own, doesn't know a lot of the big names in Star Wars? Or has she bumped into Harrison Dula or Leia or Mon Mothma? Are they friends with them? Was she part of any big battles? For example, the Battle of Yavin, the Battle of Hoth, Battle of Endor, the Battle of Jakku, which is the last big one that put the bookend towards the Galactic Civil War. And now in connections to Din Djarin and Grogu, does she know personally Carson Teva or Garazeb Orrelios? And does she know that they have some sort of connection with Din? I'm very interested to see about that. And beyond the cool, canon stuff, I would like to really know, does she feel like there is a threat out there? Or do you just feel like, listen, this is what I've done for most of my life. It's what I have to continue doing. And this is just the next assignment. I gotta meet quota. What side of the perspective post-war does she line up more with? Is it Senator Xiono's vibe, which is like the war is over, let's just focus on regular politics and not worry about threats that are out there, potentially out there? Or is she more aligned with General Harrison Dula, being like, no, we have to prepare for the worst and hope for the best, that we can't undermine or be arrogant that the Empire, any remnants left of it, won't want to come back and go another round for the soul of the galaxy. I also wonder, like, how much of Sigourney Weaver is going to be in the movie. I'm hoping a lot. I'm thinking maybe a little, but beyond just being a colonel and giving out the mission, I hope we do see her in action. I mean, again, if you don't want to get spoiled for stuff that technically was shown to the public at Star Wars Celebration, there are visuals that she is in an X-Wing jumpsuit. So I'm wondering, will we see Sigourney Weaver in an X-Wing jumpsuit flying an X-Wing around? That would be... That would be awesome. That'd be the sweet spot as a nerd. To be quite frank, I hope that this isn't a one-off. I hope that they let her character live and that she can continue on any stories. And in the meantime, if she does live and we revisit her character, that by then we would have some material listing out some of her biography, some of her adventures before the events of The Mandalorian and Grogu. I think when you bring in someone of Sigourney Weaver's caliber, you make it unique, but there is so much there to give the character and with what her presence does. As a nerd, even as a kid, when I was experiencing Star Wars and then, Galaxy Quest and Alien, I always wondered what would it have been like if Sigourney Weaver and Carrie Fisher had teamed up in a movie. Even if it wasn't sci-fi, blockbuster, franchise related, if it was just two of them that teamed up, that would have been something sweet that any nerd would have watched and would want to see these two powerhouses work together. And I think in a homage spirited way, we can get that with her character, and now the canvas that Star Wars has now with all the different eras in the timeline. But yeah, those are most of my thoughts of I want to know more of her character, and I'm interested to buy her action figure if they do put one out of hers, and hoping that as soon as she got casted, that somebody at Lucasfilm or somebody was like, Sigourney Weaver was going to be in Star Wars, and she's going to be a colonel for the New Republic, and she was a pilot who came up in the rebellion. I'll write a book. I'll write a comic book series. Let's do it. And I'll be like, sign me up. Sign me up. But what say you? Are you a fan of Sigourney Weaver joining the Star Wars universe? Or are you intrigued by her character? Do you want to know more of her just like I do? Let me know in the comments down below. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Hope you enjoy this video, and hope that in the next few months we get to learn a little bit more, and maybe some cool news like the one I just proposed come about. But until then, may the Force be with you, and this is the way.